Well, we're taking a gamble on this engine. We're going to do the head anyway. So I've honed up the bores by hand with emery cloth, cleaned up the rear one so it's come up good, and buffed off the deck because that was a mess after they used all that copper gasket spray and stuck the old gasket onto it. Now I'm just going to give it its final clean off, and I've had the head tested and shaved. It actually came up good, so it hadn't got too hot. We'll put it together and just see what happens. Well, there we go, nice new Japanese head gasket. So it's not rubbish, it's a proper one for this car. So, that should hopefully seal better than a second-hand one. Well, this is slowly getting here. It's almost done. Just got to put the rocker cover on, put the leads on the plugs. I'll just flush the cooling system a bit and fill it up, and it should work nicely. Made up something here to get rid of that air pump. I just got to get a belt that's a tiny bit shorter, because this one's alright if you pull it tight, but it's a little bit close to maximum adjustment. So I'll get one 5mm shorter and it should be perfect. And put the aircon belt back on, and it should all be good. So I've got the timing good now, it's perfect. Just changed it around on the pulley. Instead of using that hole, I use that one because I think the chain's a little bit stretched, especially because the chain tensioner was seized and they just left it there way too loose, so the chain would have been flapping the whole time. So we'll see if we get it going. Well, finally I've got this to the point where I can crank it and see if anything horrible happens, then connect up the distributor plug and then see if it starts. It's been one of those fun processes. Just about every bolt was seized, especially on the exhaust side. When I went to put the cam in and tighten that up, one of the threads in the head pulled out, so having helicoil that. So I had to bloody drive to Hastings to get the helicoil kit too. Yeah, it's fun and exciting. I got the right belt for this now. Hopefully this plate I cut is thick enough. If it does bend or crack, I'll go nuts and then get a really thick piece of metal for it. But yeah, should work now. Just got to give it a bit of a dust in places. Let's see what happens. It's all full of coolant. So yeah. Alright, here's the magic moment. See what happens. I want to crank it a bit so the oil light goes out. So it shouldn't start because I got the distributor disconnected. Why did the charge light go out but not the oil light? That's strange. I didn't play with any of that stuff. Looks like the charge light's connected to the bloody oil light. I best go check out that. Well, I had a look around and the charge light is the charge light and the oil light is the oil light. So the alternator might be playing funny buggers. Now we got oil pressure. Well, let's see if it starts. Alright, distributor's connected. The timing I'd say would be retarded at the moment, but let's see what happens. Yeah, just fiddle with the timing a bit. I'll probably redo the tappet adjustment now that's cranked a bit. Well, apart from one noisy tappet, it seems to be alright. So, Oh, that's not too bad. It sounds like I got one of the exhaust tappets a little too loose. And the heater's warm. So that's good. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I'll have to rip off the rocker cover after a test drive and do that tappet again. Let them all wear in. Oh well, I readjusted the tappets, and it was this one here. Silly me must have adjusted it with the lobe in not quite the right position. So I've checked all the rest of them, they're okay. So let's try again. Alright, let's see how that sounds now.